Welcome back. Well, one of the ways that the government shows appreciation to military men and women is by offering special loans to buy a home. So today we're going to give you details about that and tell you about a program called Suits for Soldiers.
Yeah, Stephanie Bonesteel is with the Equitable Bank and Philip Stileski is with a group called Dryhootch. It helps veterans transition from service to life back at home. Thanks for being here, both of you.
Thanks for having us. Nice to have you.
Appreciate it. All right, so this the timing of your visit is very well timed because this week is Armed Forces Week. What exactly does that mean?
Armed Forces Week is just a collection of events going on around the community, not just in Milwaukee. It is nationwide, but Milwaukee really does celebrate it well. There's a website available that tells there are different events going on. There are many local businesses that show their appreciation by giving discounts to veterans and military service members.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that veterans are eligible for, or potentially eligible for, are mortgage loans that are backed by the government. It's the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. And so through qualified lenders, veterans can take advantage of this. They can very often get really good rates and possibly buy a home with little or no money as a down payment, right?
That is correct. Yeah, VA loans are, like you said, backed by the VA, and because of that, they offer benefits that are not available to the general public. And you hit the big ones. No down payment is a big one. Great rates. To put that in perspective, a conventional 30-year mortgage right now has a rate of 3.65% APR, which of course is a great rate. VA loan, 3.28% APR.
Oh, wow.
So substantial savings there. And often VA loans do not require private mortgage insurance either. Okay. So another savings.
And I think it's important because oftentimes when people are buying homes, especially depending on their age frame or if they've never done it before, it's confusing to figure out what documents you need and how to do it. And you really kind of help them go through the process of obtaining any documents that they might need to be able to follow through and get those loans, correct?
Absolutely. There is a little more paperwork involved for a VA loan. Mm-hmm. You do have to establish eligibility is a big one. But we have loan officers that have done so many of these. I swear they could do them in their sleep.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, we'll make the process as painless as possible for any veterans, or we should also mention active service members are oftentimes eligible for VA loans as well.
That's wonderful. You have this program, it's called Suits for Soldiers, and that drive is happening starting tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow through May 31st. We are collecting professional business attire for both men and women who are returning from military service and perhaps are going in for a job interview and don't have the clothes that they would need to wear to look, professional if they've only been wearing a uniform for the last, however long. So we are collecting these. We ask that they are either new or just gently worn and clean, something that we can just take straight to the local veterans.
Mm-hmm. And you distribute it through Dryhootch, which is an organization as well that helps veterans. How are you involved with that, Philip?
I got involved with Dryhootch at the end of 2011. What I do there is like I said before, it's not really what I do, but it's what I don't do. Our president, founder, Bob Curry, the company was founded in 2008 by him and a group of Vietnam veterans who basically they wanted to ensure that no generation of veterans would leave another generation behind. So, which is phenomenal. And what I do for the organization is really whatever needs doing. My title as a veteran peer support specialist, I do provide support, usually one-on-one with other veterans, sometimes their families. I help. I'm out of the Brady Street location. That's a coffee house primarily, and then our offices are upstairs. Our offices and meeting spaces, and I help with fundraising events, local community events. Like we're participating in the Brady Street Festival this year.
I think it's wonderful that you have all these different locations and chapters in Waukesha and Madison, as well as other communities throughout the Midwest. And I love the motto that you have. It's helping veterans and their families who survived the war survive the peace, because there's a lot involved in transitioning from wartime or service to being back at home. Clothes that they need, but possibly purchasing a new home. There's a lot to that transition.
Right, and then that's a lot of what we do is act as kind of a resource hub. We don't work or we don't receive any funding through the VA hospital. It's through partners like Equitable Bank that we're able to actually provide the services that we put on. And it's really our resource, it's our partnerships that provide our strength. So, you know, our director likes to say, you know, we're not a homeless shelter, but we'll help veterans find housing. We're not a unemployment office, but we'll help them find jobs, things like that. So
It's great.
It's wonderful. Necessary help. So here's the information for Suits for Soldiers clothing drive. Again, you can drop off your gently used or brand new suits to be taken to the veterans. It starts tomorrow, the 17th, and it goes through the end of the month, the 31st. And you can do that at all Equitable Bank locations. Here's where you can contact Equitable Bank for all of your lending needs. It's 414-476-6434, as well as for those veterans loans. And then Dryhootch, here's how you can contact them if you'd like to be a part of the organization, help out, donate, whatnot. 414-818-3801 or dryhootch.org for more information. Thanks so much for being here, you guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.